Good evening, our viewers. Welcome again to our today's episode. My name is Valentine Simei, and I will be your host. Today, I have a student leader, a young person from Nandi County, who is a student at the university, and maybe he has aspirations of being a leader some days in the future. So thank you very much for finding time. Thank you for being here. We are excited to have you. Want to hear your story coming from Tinderet.
Yes.
You say Tinderet to the world. So Karibu Sana, please. Who is Gideon?
Okay, so first and foremost, say thank you for your invite to this platform. That it's really quite a pleasure for me to be here today. Okay. So my name is Gideon Kosgei. So the three names that I have. It's quite unfortunate that also Gideon is in the Bible, so I'm proud of that.
Is it unfortunate?
Unfortunate. So for this case, Gideon comes from Tinderet, as you've said. I come from a village. I can't define it being small because currently I have a number of provisions from that village. So it's a village called Kibiar village. It is situated at Tinderet ward. And at Kibiar village, I began growing there, going to a primary school that is within Kibiar. That is a school called Sigawit Primary. So Sigawit Primary nurtured me, mentored me, and made me to go through all those systems from ECDE to Standard 8. And I don't forget that they gave me a responsibility to be an head boy. Wow. Yes, in fact, before an head boy, we had class prefect, class monitor. So I used to do that. So on point of that prefect and monitor, I transit to head boy. And that was quite interesting for me because that is when I realized that responsibility is real, and you really at some point could be given a chance to really lead some people and also maybe speak out for their affairs and their interests. So from that primary school, it never limited my dream and my goal. I now dreamed of actually being somebody in future. Wow. And the somebody in future was, I really dreamt of being a teacher because my life all through has been entirely to really be with people, have them on board, realize what are they going through. So from that primary school, of course, I couldn't really define the profession of teaching because I just knew teachers should cane, teachers should just teach, and teachers. I knew teachers also parents. That's what I never forget about being a teacher. I knew they're also parents at some point. Some are not parents, but of course, in as much as you are a teacher, you have responsibility towards somebody. You represent parents when they are not there, and you're really there for the people that you are with them. So from that primary school, I passed. I had 314 marks that guaranteed me to join a high school. So the secondary school that I joined was St. John, and from St. John also, I experienced quite good life, and all through high school life, I really started strong. And now also still having the passion of, I still want to be a leader. I still want to represent people because on a daily basis, even from the classroom itself, wherever there is questions that is posed to the class, I would easily raise the hand that I really want to represent them. I really want to have that voice to speak on behalf of them and really give some answers. Wherever we have events, I would really want to speak. I really want to represent them. And actually, I was not limited only to leadership. I was also interested to actually, not even interested, but I would also perform in different platforms, like church events, like when we have field also, I would also do some talent. It's quite unfortunate that currently I'm not still doing talent so much. I've ventured much to leadership, sidelining some of other things. So, but that's not the case. So, during the high school time, they also gave me an opportunity to be the president. Oh. Yes, they gave me to be the president. So before the president, I was given from Form 1 to be a peer counselor. Wow. That I would really mentor others, talk to them wherever they are going some issues, tell them that it's partly life and it's going to come to an end. And I don't know why I was actually telling people that way because from my own point of view or from my perspective, I was not that much good or my life was quite interesting for me to share to them that it's going to be good because at some point I would talk to them, maybe in CU, maybe in classroom level, tell them that whatsoever something that you have small, feel that one is enough for you and can really run you the entire part of studies. So some people always ask me, Gideon, do you come from a rich family? are you really okay? I even remember the biblical sharing that I really preached one day. That's good to share. Yeah. And I was getting the challenge in the evening that people are telling me, so now you preach about sharing, why don't you share this, give us your pen, give us this one. So people wanted to take advantage. So I was actually telling people this because I would really know that being contented with what you are would always give you that chance to realize yourself and go for something that you really want, because you're not limited to anything that is supposed to be achieved. So from that, day school level peer counselor, I was upgraded to spiritual counselor. Spiritual counselor now is the head of peer counselors, prayer warriors, and everything. So I felt now the school is now introducing me to things to do with spiritual growth. So I felt like this one should not limit me alone, or it should not make me to really feel advantage more than others. So I use the position to really impact others through spiritual nourishment, through talks, through mentorship and everything. So I think I'm one of the guys who did my mentorship at a young age, but I didn't really know what is mentorship. I couldn't even define what mentorship. But I would talk to people. I would really talk to them, and they would realize that life is actually at hand, and they really need to work on it. Wow. At the young age, I would really convince somebody to really work on life, and they would tell a story from me. Yeah. So all through the high school life, I've been supported. I will not forget that. Been supported by my parents and the entire society. Actually, on a daily basis, when we want to come to school, I want to appreciate my parents wherever they are. That they've really subjected us to meetings in a family that's on a rare case to find. Whenever we want to school, they call us on a table. We discuss on the previous exams that we really did, and they would always expose us to real life situations that life is always about you. Life is always about the decisions that you make, and whatever you're going to make in life, ensure that there is life after that. You must make something out of you. So they used to encourage us and tell us, whenever you go to school, maximize your time and make use of every resource and be contented with what you are. So we would take them to be positive. In as much as they will give us a little token, we take it to be much than any other token, because we really feel that is their capacity, and we feel them because they are our parents. Apart from them, there are around that is being done, of course. Sometimes our parents are overwhelmed in terms of support, in terms of school fees and everything. They are overwhelmed. They call for community support and everything. So I don't shy off to say I'm a child who's been raised through Arambe's, through community support. I don't shy off because they really did that. So I really like that, because those are the things that will always encourage us and show us that there is a gap somewhere that we really need to work onto. So from all those things, all those perspectives, is what has made us to be always working smart, working hard wherever platforms that we find ourselves in. So from spiritual counselor, I transit to presidential, now at high school level. So being now the president of the school is where I felt, am I really enough for this position? Am I equal to this task? Will I really make it?
Sometimes you doubt yourself.
And finding in mind that we've got strikes in schools at some point. So I was like, when that situation comes in, I was now subjected to a lot of questions at my personal level. The essence of calling yourself a meeting. So I had to call myself a meeting now that if it happens now that the students really calls off that they don't really vibe with me, they don't like the leadership that I really showcase, they want to do their things in such a way, how am I going to control them? How am I going to have them at my hand so that I may really speak something and they hear me? And of course, at some point, we've been having a perspective whereby leaders are not even trusted by those who he or she is leading. So wherever there is mistrust, you don't, of course, even if you're going to really do as much as possible to ensure that all your goals and the visions and the values that you want to outstand is being seen, they won't appreciate. So I really felt like I should call myself a meeting. Through the meeting, the first thing that I began is a prayer. And God lead me through this thing, because it's now becoming a big responsibility. Even these guys, I've already been sworn in now. I want to begin my duty. Subject me to always good things and make me not to really feel embarrassed by what they do. All those who want to speak to me in a negative way, I don't really want to feel bad. Of course, being a leader, you need to control your tempers and everything. So all those things I did, I prayed for that. So what led me all through But all this now I realized that there's something else that I really went to work for it in the school. And that's the day when I came home and told my parents, oh, I've been elected to be the president. Told me that's good.
Wow.
Actually, you are a leader.
Wow.
And then my dad told me now, but don't forget one.
Yeah.
You went to school
to study.
And sure also you are achieving the academic. So I told my dad, I won't disappoint you because I'm the firstborn of the family. I told my dad, in as much as terms of leadership, if we were born to be leaders, we'll be leaders. And I believe the leadership now is beginning, that I want to show even the good steps to my siblings. I told my dad, I will not ashame you. I will ensure that I'm working literally until I join also university, because I believe now there is a dream that is bestowed on me and the vision for not even the schools that I'm in, but even for the vision all over the country. So I told my dad I would work all that it takes to ensure that I'm joining university. So I tried and tried and tried. My time came and my time expired for the high school level. And literally, I thank God, I passed and got a good grade to join university.
That is Koitalel
Samoei University. So people would always ask me, why Koitalel Samoei University? We have a number of universities. I chose Koitalel first because I would always say I'm one of the guys who's patriotic to our county. That is Nandi County. My dream, my vision is within Nandi County. Even coming towards some future in some years, maybe I'll sit at the same podium to explain what it takes. Because my dream is actually maybe to being a national leader by so kind, but it will start from county level. And from county level, maybe from ward level. Because they say charity starts at home. So I chose Koitalel purposely because of that one, being patriotic of the county. And then number two, I felt life was not quite expensive at the serenity of Nandi County. And then I also felt like I need now to really have that the social life of people here at Nandi County, and realize what is it that Nandi County are going through. What is it that makes people not to feel like they're just okay being around home. What does it take to be around home, get everything right at home, pass at home, and really even inspire some people when you're around. At least they can see your progress from all through, from primary school, from high school. They can really see how you're progressing, your wins. They can testify because they are with you there and there and there and there. They can tell and they can reach out to you. So I really felt like my inspiration should be through an act of seeing that people can tell. He just read from this school that is within here, primary school. He went to a day school that is high school, and now he's at university. He's within Nandi County. When you want to read this guy, you can reach me whenever there's programs, and I rarely always attend programs there at home. Wherever there is any program to support any student going to school, I attend as far as with the ability to do. So all those things has been inspiring. That's why I'm in Koitalel Samoei University, and to appreciate Koitalel Samoei University. And I'll actually tell people that at university is where it accommodates you in every perspective. If you want to be somebody of great future, university gives you the same. If you want to be somebody who is good in terms of academic, university gives you the same, because that is what you go for it. You go for a course that you really want to come and showcase outside here after 4 years. Also, university gives you opportunity. If you want to be a drug at because life is at heart. You take it, you are in charge of everything. You can decide to do that which is good, or you can decide to do that which is bad. But I always tell the young people that in as much as we want to have another generation, that is for us. We really need to mentor ourselves. We really need to be at hand and ensure that we're doing things right. We go for things that are good. Even if environments accommodate you in every perspective, why should you go for things that will really ruin you, dismantle the rest of your life? Because we've seen alcohol, what is the outcome? We've seen cigarettes, bank, and everything, and that's not good. So university, from the day one when I joined the university, I say that it is my normalcy. Wherever I find myself in a platform that I've not been in, I start with prayer. And I prayed also at university and tell God, this is now the place that if there is a dream that I've dreamt for all those years, it's going to be realized. And if not at university, there is nowhere to be realized. I told God, take me through all this. It will be in terms of leadership, because I realized that's the calling be with me. If it will be in terms of education, be with me. Talents, be with me. And I started from that point of being class representative, class representative for all first years who came in School of Education.
And I think I met you when you were first year.
Yes, you met me during my first time.
Yeah.
So I'm glad because from that first year being elected as the class representative, I felt like this now the time that I would want to work with these people. I really want them to feel me. So that if there will be any transition towards leadership, they may really tell and they would remember you. They remember me. So from that point of actually me working with them seeing my leadership skills and everything, they were actually like, Gideon, this is not what you actually call.
You deserve a better
thing than this.
Wow.
So they challenged me. That was the first semester, and then the election now came in. Of course, the election now was done in April. So people are challenging me, why don't we have a student leader from first year? And it was with us. Then I told these people, I always live original me and I believe good things are meant for me, the big things. And then these people are telling me, so what do you want to go for? Tell them if I'm going to begin from the third rank after the president. And they told me the third rank will be secretary general. I told them that is what I'm going for. If I can run up all these students from first year with coming together, then why should I not go for that position? I feel I'm equal to the task. But of course, from the decision, I received some notes, first year umekuja sana, first year, all those issues. But all those issues built me. I always take mockeries and everything in politics to be proteins and vitamins. Really teach you and make you to be strong, because from those things you are able to actually sustain all those pressures of politics. So I remained strong. We went for that election, but I never managed. I failed. So second year came in, but they sustained me to be their class representative. In fact, what they would always tell me is, we really don't need you to transit to secretary general. We still need you as the class rep, so that you may ensure our things are playing well and everything is working well. I told them it's okay. So I went now to second year. During the second year, people are now telling me, Gideon, that position that you had 5 was not good. We really feel president should come at a junior level. We also have senior, but we feel president should come at senior level. Why don't you go for this thing? But I actually said I would still share much about how politics are with the main group or in another debate. Of course, so I felt like now I should go for these things. If I go for secretary general, why shouldn't I go for president? Yes. And now I was now like, president might become tough for me or something like that, but I went for it. So mockeries now are becoming too big. Like, a second year. How can a second year become president for university? How did it happen? Then I was telling myself, surely, if God you meant me to be a leader, I'll go for it. I'll go for it. If you meant me to really one day suffer on behalf of other people, speak on behalf of other people, and they trust me and they really share their stories and they believe I would provide them the solutions, then make me to be. And I went through all those things, but eventually at the last, I lose again. But I realized this was now becoming, surprisingly, it's what I realized at the end, at the peak of the politics, that the guy whom we were like now competing with was a great friend of mine. Me failing first year, we were under one coalition, that was one party, and he had really groomed himself for that presidential. He was like, now that we fail in this, I'm not failing in the second election. And he's now at third year, I'm now at second year. So the guy was telling me, ensure that you're supporting me so that next time I'd also give the support to you. And I was telling him, it is good, brother, because I realized if you're going to be a leader, you represent all our needs and you represent us at the point. In fact, if you win, it's going to be my win. It's a win for all of us. So the guy had already groomed himself. In fact, on a daily basis, we could give one another advices and everything. So I realized I'm now coming to run against the advices that I was giving, and running against the covenant that we had built together. So all this never made me to shy off. I said I will run for it. I will struggle and struggle and struggle. But nevertheless, people are saying now president should not come from a junior level. We really need a senior class who is well experienced, who understand what it takes to be a president and everything. But all those never made me to lose hope. I went for it. We did a good maybe campaign period, maybe campaigning in a good way, peacefully. But when politics were ongoing, like voting were ongoing, that day of voting, I called the guy it was 11:30, early in the mid morning. I told this guy, I really need to have a dinner with you. I really need to have some lunch with you as the voting continues. So during that panel, people really want to know what are these people discussing. Because you find wherever we have two people who are fighting in a race of politics, the supporters will always fight and fight. But leaders behind the scene, they might be sharing some good news. So I was telling this guy, I'm really ready for the outcome that will come from this election. And University of Koitalel is bigger than any one of us. So whatever that will come out of us, let's accept and let's build Koitalel together. Because the same thing came to my mind that I'm patriotic of Nandi County. So I'm in charge of every resource that is within Nandi County. Because I believe this is where we've grown. This is our motherland. And we really need to establish Nandi to a bigger position than how it is. So I really believe every resource must be taken care of in a good way. So my brother was also telling me I'm very ready for any outcome. And we ended up that way. The evening came, the results were announced, the guy won. Yes. We shake hands, we made some 2-3 photos and everything, and I told him all the best. So all through, of course, I would be expected to be now an opposition leader, criticizing the government, telling the government you've not done this, but I did it in a good way. I never going to criticize the government because I really felt they are doing.
The government
the government is very friends leadership. But I never took advantage when they are doing something wrong. But literally they were doing because there is no big expectation in leadership of university. Of course, you can't wait to come and build whole classrooms, build what? Because in ensuring that all things are good in terms of research and everything is well. So my time now is coming. So during this time, the third election, the guy was telling me now, Gideon, because of all those issues, the generosity in you and the humility and the good person in you will make me to support you.
Wow.
I clap and I told the brother, thank you so much, because I really felt maybe you would go away from me this time round because of all those fights during campaign. And of course, wherever you catch that microphone when you address, you won't say something good about your opponent. I want to praise you.
Of course.
But he chose to forget all those things. And I really applaud. He's called Ellington Kimoni. Wherever he is, congratulations, brother. So that guy actually is a man. He really understands what it takes to have leaders. Because he told me I want to run because I really see leadership in you. You've really been showing consistency. That means you really have vision, you have the glory, and you have got the dreams about Koitalel Samoei University. Why don't we just give you time this time around? So he really did me all that he could, campaigning for me, of course, underground, ensuring that he's giving me some ideas, agendas, and everything. So this time now became my time to be the president of Koitalel Samoei University.
And you are the president.
And I'm now the president of Koitalel.
So congratulations for that. And I've learned something, persistence.
Yeah.
You tried in first year, you did not make it. You tried in second year, in third year, and here we are. You are the president. So I am proud of your story. And I know someone who's following and might have vied for something twice. Their time will come. Your time will come. Just keep the focus. Don't lose hope. And there's something also you spoke about, how your parents played a role in raising you up, molding you to be the man that you are today. And this should be a challenge to us as parents, that we've been involved in the journey. We've been part of what our children are growing into, what they want to be, and just encourage them. Be there. When children know my parents have my back, always push knowing there's somebody who supports you. So that's amazing. So from your story, there are things I know you did not learn in classroom that maybe you have learned at the university. That's one thing that you've learned at the university.
Okay, so thank you for the question. So what I would really say that I've learned outside the classroom, the university, is the word that I said before, that university accommodates you in all perspectives, in every corner. And if you really want to showcase anything in any platform that calls for you, of course, you're responsible, you go for things that you feel they are good for you. If you really feel like you want good vibes and any other things that you really feel might ruin your life, there are those people who choose that, and they will always want to defend themselves from that point. Because somebody is well drunkard, acquainted to sort of drugs, acquainted to maybe bad companies, wherever you still want, when you step in and you really want to encourage them out of that. They would want to really defend their point that they are in a good position, they are good, they are comfortable, and they don't feel anything bad.
So the university it's just a choice you make.
That's a choice that you make.
It allows you to make whatever choice, whether it's positive or negative. So what's that thing that keeps you going?
Okay,
something that encourages you to keep pushing, even from your story of leadership. There should be something that keeps you going. Okay,
so from the first thing that I have to really tell you is that I think I was born to be such kind of a man that I was got a humanity, because on a daily basis, wherever I've got free times, people don't always say when they have free time they go to library. Some say they can go to fail. Some say, but I'm that guy when I'm on a free time, I'd go to social media and see those charity groups, see how people are going through their lives and everything. Because I believe from everything, even from the family background where I come from, there still stand a big gap that I really want to do. From most of the community, there's something I really want to go and impact in the community. Actually, giving back to the society is what always pushed me. So all those things that I see from the social media, how people are going through life, that's why I told you I'm following such kind of mentorship, like your case, Dan Wema, Eric Omondi, empowering somebody. So I feel like on a daily basis that there is a gap that I really want to work on it. That one day, one time I become that leader who is going to stand at the gap of all those people, ensuring that I support all those people come out in terms of charity level, like the Team Strong, ensuring that I'm there so that I can even facilitate something to really support them. And even also I've got a dream that one day, one time, I own even a place where we have call a children home, have a place where we donate some good stuff, maybe food stuff, in wherever the place. So generally what has always been pushing me is that I need that one day, one time, really represent people, at least help them at the capacity of me. And again, give back to my parents, because I really feel they've invested something. The society also believes in me. They always track my records that, at this time, amefika wapi, ako which year. I always hear them asking the same. Ako wapi. And even during my win for presidential, when I went through the comments, by the way, it was full of celebration, not even within the university. It was from the back where the village that I come from, because they've always been seeing.
Wow, I understand what you're saying. It really feels good to be celebrated, especially from your village. And when I achieve something, I always see my people from Itigo, Kabilis village. They are like, go, our girl, and that really encourages
that is
So it's good to appreciate our people and people of Itigo. Thank you very much. And I think we have same stories. We are a product of the community.
Exactly.
And our community has raised us.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Gideon.
Yes.
I know your story will inspire so many young people, especially from Tinderet, especially from your village.
Exactly.
That listening to where you began, from that primary school to the high school to university, someone will be inspired.
Exactly.
And it is my plea to the parents that we really participate in the upbringing of our children. You see the way they acknowledge how much our parents have done. He says he wants to one day appreciate his parents for the job well done. So that should be, something we look forward to as parents. That one day our children will look back and say, if it was not for mom or dad, or even the community. Some children don't have parents.
Exactly.
They lost their parents, but the community is there.
Yeah.
So you see, because of that effort from the community and the family, we have a president today. Okay. So continue inspiring, continue speaking for the university students. I know you are yet to begin your job as a president, because after the elections was holiday, and when the next academic year begins, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
I know you had manifesto, as I had told you.
Yes.
Please make sure you fulfill them.
Exactly.
So that you don't disappoint your supporters. And I hear Koitalel, you have Chama party.
Yes,
don't
party.
Disappoint your party. So thank you so much for finding time. Thank you for sharing your story. It's been inspiring.
Yes.
And I look forward to hearing more of such success stories.
Thank you so much.
Even in the future, as we look into going into the politics away from the university.
Exactly.
And to young people, as he says, the university accommodates everyone.
Yes.
It's not a choice that you make. Whatever
Exactly.
choice you make will take you to or not take you to wherever you are going. So thank you so much for watching. It's been a great evening, and thank you for tuning in. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nandi Youth TV. Until next time, have a good night. Thank you.